This video will walk you through the setup process to add a sensor to PRTG to monitor the current user count within your PaperCut NG or PaperCut MF installation by utilising the system health monitoring URLs. If you need help with getting PRTG installed and set up, please click below to view our Introduction to System Health Monitoring and PRTG setup video. Setting up your sensor is easy. Let's start from our PRTG dashboard, selecting PaperCut from the left-hand device menu and then selecting the Add Sensor button. Then from the sensor selection screen, search for XML. For all of the PaperCut system health monitoring, we will be using the HTTP XML REST value. Give your sensor a name. I'm going to call mine PaperCut User Count. Next up, we need to enter our system health monitoring URL. I'm going to jump over to PaperCut to get this. I'll start by logging into the admin interface, then selecting Options, followed by Advanced, then scrolling down to the System Health Monitoring section. I'm going to copy the sample URL included in PaperCut and copy this across to a new tab. Then copying the same URL, I'm going to carry this across to PRTG. We then need the particular XML node which we want to monitor. Let's jump back over to PaperCut to find this. Pasting the URL in the new tab has shown me the system health monitoring information. From here, I'm going to need to drill down a couple of levels to get the data I need. Starting off with license, then users, then used. I will type these into PRTG with a / between each level. That's everything we need to do, so select Continue. The sensor has now been created, we just need to wait for some data to come in. You can now see the sensor has been updated with our user count of 20. Next up is to create some limits for this value so we know what an error looks like when we reach our maximum number of users in our license. I'm going to select the Values option in the table and then scroll down and enable the Limits option. We can now set up an upper error limit as well as an upper warning limit. I'm going to set 100 for the error. This is my total number of users covered by my license, but as we have a grace period, it can hit the limit without an issue. And 95 as the warning. I don't need a lower warning, so I will just enter 0. Finally, I can then add the messages I want to be displayed and sent in the event of one of these values being reached. After configuring, hit OK. You can now see we have a better visual representation of the levels. Now, I'm going to want to send out some notifications when any of these warning or error levels are reached, so let's click on Notifications and get this set up now. You can see the default notifications which we mentioned in our setup video, but I'm going to create a specific notification for this sensor to tell me when the error state has been reached. I will set up this notification to be triggered at 100, and if this remains for 10 minutes, then an error message will be sent to the administrator. I don't want an instant notification as I may be working on the synchronization settings. That concludes our video on setting up a sensor to monitor the user count within your PaperCut installation. Check out our videos below for instructions on setting up some of the other popular sensors.